Welcome to Pilates with Juliana. This will be a 30-minute abs focus class, perfect as a standalone workout or to tack on to another workout you're doing today. It is beginner friendly. I will offer modifications and progressions throughout, but I will move at a slightly faster pace than my normal classes, so I do recommend you've taken at least a few before jumping into this one. As always, listen to your body and take the variation of a movement that is appropriate for you today. So we'll go ahead and start sitting on our mat, however is comfortable for you. Legs can be out in front or crisscross applesauce. Make sure you can anchor down through those sits bones. Sit up nice and straight, core on, roll those shoulders down and back. And we'll just start with some breathing to come into our bodies. Leave everything else that happened outside your mat at the door. Take a big inhale through your nose and exhale it all out through the mouth. A big inhale, fill those lungs up, 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 feel those ribs expand. And exhale it all out, feel those ribs contract. One more. Big inhale, fill those lungs up, up, up until you can't inhale anymore. And exhale it all out until you can't exhale anymore. We'll go ahead and find a few shoulder rolls, roll those shoulders down and back. If you're like me and you sit at a computer all day, you really need this. Open up that chest. Think about sliding those shoulders up, down, and around, drawing those shoulder blades together. All right, last one. And then we'll bring the arms out to a T. Big inhale. And exhale, twist to the right. Look back at that right hand. Remember, twist comes from the midsection, keeping those hips square, left hip anchored down. Inhale back to center. And exhale, twist to the left. Look back at that left hand, keeping the right hip anchored down. Inhale back to center. One more each direction. Exhale, twist. Arms don't move relative to your body. They're just along for the ride as you twist that rib cage. And inhale back to center. And exhale, twist to the left. And inhale back to center. And then we'll go ahead and come to lie down on our mat, however you need to get there, using your hands or arms as much as necessary. Go ahead and plant those feet in line with your knees in line with your hips. Settle in. Find your neutral spine here, tailbone heavy, core on. And we'll start with some knee folds. So take a big inhale to prepare. Exhale, left leg comes into tabletop. Remember, knee stacked over hip, shin parallel to the floor. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, right leg up. Inhale, lower. So we really want to activate that core, maintain our neutral spine. No arching here. Try not to let those hips rock side to side. Movement comes from the hip socket. No change in the knee. Low abs should be working hard here. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to progress this, go ahead and bring that left leg into tabletop. Exhale, imprint, hold there. Right leg comes to meet it. Remember, knees stacked over hips, shin parallels to the floor. Head can be up or down, your choice. And then inhale, tap those right toes to the ground. And then exhale, lift, inhale, left. I think I said left when I did right or something. Either way, doesn't matter as long as you're even on both sides. Exhale, lower, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. So I'm shaking. Don't know if you can see that. If you're shaking, good job. Means your abs are working hard. Bottom four abs should be on fire here. If you're taking this option, back stays imprinted, no arching as we tap. Hips are still not rocking. And then you can stay here or stay with knee folds if that's where you're at, or take it up a notch. We'll go ahead and bring both hands up and go into dead bug toe taps. So we'll tap the left toes as we bring the right arm back and back to start. And tap the right toes, left arm comes back. So opposite arm, opposite leg moving here. We're working bottom four abs and obliques now. All right, we'll do 2 more each side. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last one each side. Whew. And rest. Good job. Whew, my abs are already on fire. Hope yours are too. All right, so now we're going to move on. An option here to stay with knee folds or toe taps, whatever variation of the previous movement felt right for you, option to stay there. Or we're going to exhale, imprint, legs come into tabletop, straighten those legs towards the sky. Option to keep head, neck, and shoulders down, or bring head, neck, and shoulders up, cradling the head in the hands, not pulling on it. And then similar to toe taps, we inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Legs stay straight or slightly bent. Back stays imprinted. Low abs should be working hard here. Option to stay here, or we can add the dead bug, just like we did with toe taps. So go ahead and lower the left leg as the right arm comes back. Back to start. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. If you're feeling strain in that neck, go ahead and lower it down. You can do this with the head down. Keep that back imprinted. Listen to your body. Find the work that feels right for you today. 2 more each side, starting now. Last 2. And last 1. And rest. Good job. Whew. All right. Now on to chest lift. So go ahead and find your neutral spine. Option to stay here, feet planted on the mat. Or you can exhale, imprint, legs come into tabletop. Fingertips point straight up towards the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders come up. Hands come outside your hips. And inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, eyes gaze between those knees. And inhale, lower. And so again, if your feet are planted on the mat, we're keeping neutral spine. Same thing. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Making sure you're hinging at that rib line, lifting the shoulder blades completely up off the mat, not just the head. Top 4 abs are working hard here. Last 3. And 2. And last one, we'll hold that chest lift and pulse the head, neck, and shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, we're going to round out this set with hundreds. Yay, hundreds. So as always, your options in hundreds are feet stay planted on the mat, back is neutral. You can exhale, imprint, legs come into tabletop. You can extend one leg at a time. You can extend both legs. And then head can be up or down. So I'll get you into tabletop and then go where you'd like to challenge yourself from there. So bring the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, imprint, legs come into tabletop if you're picking that option. Big inhale. Exhale, lower the arms, lift the head if you'd like. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway there. Good job. Power through those fingertips. Abs are working hard. Back is imprinted into that mat. Make sure you're not finding that neck strain. And inhale. Exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Go ahead and drop those knees to the right. Head looks to the left. Spinal twist. Quick little break here before we move on. And inhale back to center. And exhale, legs go left. Head looks right. Whew. Hopefully you're feeling your abs nice and warm. Mine sure are. Back to center. And then we'll go ahead and come to lie on our left side, however you need to get there. No glute work today. Don't worry, this is abs. So just one movement here. Go ahead and find your elbow underneath your shoulder. Activate the core. Make sure you're not collapsing with that bottom oblique. Right hand comes behind your head, elbow out wide. And then go ahead and lift up that right knee. And we will exhale, squeeze that elbow into your knee. And inhale, straighten. Exhale, really bring the elbow to the knee. Inhale, straighten. So we're not bringing the knee in. If you have this level of flexibility, this isn't what I want. You're not working the oblique here. We're really trying to bring the elbow to the knee here and find that right side oblique. Exhale in. And if your elbow doesn't touch your knee, that's totally fine. That's optional. We just want to find that crunch in that oblique. So if you're here and you're feeling the crunch in the oblique, totally fine. I just want you to find that oblique work. So everyone's flexibility is different, everyone's body is different, but this exercise can be for virtually anyone. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. And then we'll go ahead and come to kneeling here. So high kneel if that's in your body, low kneel if it's not. If kneeling absolutely is not in your body, then come to crisscross applesauce here, but make sure that those sits bones are evenly planted. Legs can be out in front as well. You can also try rolling up your mat, putting a blanket under your knees, whatever you need to do to keep those knees happy. I know that knees can be rough. All right, so go ahead and pick your position. Regardless, shoulders roll down and back, core on. We're sitting up nice and straight. Hands come behind your head, elbows out wide. Make sure you're tucking that pelvis under. Don't stick that booty out. Activate those glutes. And then we're just going to exhale, hinge to the right, back to center, hinge to the left. So we're really trying to exhale, squeeze that oblique here. And then exhale, squeeze that oblique. So we're moving between 2 panes of glass. We're not twisting, keeping everything parallel to the wall across from us. This is a good movement you can do. If you're short on time, you don't have a mat, you can't kneel or lie down. You can actually do this standing anywhere, in an airport, in an office, wherever. If you want to get a quick little oblique work in. All right, option to stay here, or you can bring the right leg out and we'll continue to crunch right and left. So changing up a bit with that right leg longer lever. If this isn't for you, stay where we just were. And then last add on here, you'll crunch to the right, back to center, crunch to the left, arms straighten, bring that hand down to the mat. Option to lift this leg, back down, back up, arms bend, back to center, crunch right. So taking whatever level of this movement feels right in your body. The leg lift is optional. The touch down to the mat is optional. Crunching both ways is optional. Find what's right in your body. We'll do one more wherever you're at. And back to center. And then we'll go ahead and switch. So if you did extend the leg, switch legs. If you did not, just stay where you're at. Continue crunching left and right. We got to even it out if we did extend the leg. So now we crunch left, crunch right. Having that extended longer lever with the left leg now. Still trying to move between 2 panes of glass. And then option to stay here. Or you can crunch right, extend the arms, tap down to the mat. Lift that left leg, arms come back, bring it back up, crunch left. So again, finding whatever version of this movement feels right in your body today. We're just trying to find that oblique work. So meet yourself where you're at. One of the great things about Pilates is it meets you where you're at. We can find that oblique work no matter how strong our obliques are today. All right, last one. Make sure that you're even if you're alternating at all, and shake it out. All right, then last little bit of oblique work here. We'll go ahead and lie down onto our right side. We got to do that lying down oblique crunch on the other side to even it out. So go ahead and find your right elbow stacked under your right shoulder, or whichever side you didn't do. No problem, we're doing both sides. And then we bring the left hand behind the head, elbow out wide. And then we go ahead and we exhale, crunch that elbow to the knee, straighten that leg, and exhale, crunch. Again, trying to bring elbow to knee, not knee to elbow. If your flexibility is here, that's not what I want. That doesn't give us any oblique work. That's not what we're going for. And if your elbow doesn't touch your knee, totally fine as well. So this is also an oblique crunch. Find what works for your body. Find that oblique work. Almost done here. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Good job. Shake it out. All right. We're going to go ahead and come to seated now. So we're going to sit on the mat. Feet are out in front of you, planted. I want your feet hip bone distance apart. So not hip distance, hip bone. So your ankles are lined up with your knees. Knees are lined up with your hip bones right here. And then I'm going to have you go ahead and bring your arms out in front. If you don't have articulation in your body, you cannot do a C curve. I want you to hinge back, hold there. If you do have articulation, you can C curve. Tuck that pelvis under, roll back, find that C curve, hold there, find the spot where your abs feel like they're going to shake, hold there, and we'll just pulse it up 1 inch, down 1 inch. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Whew. It's one of those movements that sure doesn't look like a lot, but boy, does it feel like a lot. And so this movement is easy to make harder or easier depending on what your body needs today. So if you need less, you'll bring it up higher and pulse from here, but still, if you can, try and tuck that pelvis, find that C curve. But if you cannot find a C curve, articulation is not in your body, keep that hinge just up here. This is where you're at today. That's fine. Your abs are still working, and you'll get stronger every day. Or if you need more, bring it down even lower. So the lower you are, the more your abs are working, the harder it is. Try to really keep those heels planted. Don't let them come up. Last 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it up. Find a butterfly stretch. Good job. We're not quite done here. Quick little breather. All right. Feet are planted on the mat again. Same thing. Arms out in front. And then we're going to do the same. If you need to hinge, you hinge back. Otherwise, you tuck that pelvis, roll back, find your shaky spot, pulse from there to start. It's the same thing we were just doing. Tiny pulses, higher to find less of a challenge, lower to find more. Find your ab work, heels planted on that mat. Dig them in if you have to. And then option to stay here or option to bring it back. Lift and lower those arms 3 times. Whew. And then bring it back up. 3 pulses. Hold. Lift and lower 3 times. So the lower you hold, the more the abs are working. If you are feeling this in your low back, bring it up higher. I don't want the work to be in your low back. I want the work to be in the abs. All right. On this next one, hold. Just lift and lower those arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Butterfly stretch. Good job. All right, we've got one more set here. So same thing. Heels are planted, lined up with those knees. Knees lined up with your hips. Arms out straight. Roll it back if you can. Otherwise, hinge. Hold there. Twist to the left and pulse to the left. Again, higher for less of a challenge, lower for more. Little bit more oblique work. You thought we were done with obliques, but just a tiny bit more here. And then on this next one, go ahead and hold and lift and lower those arms. Whew. And last one, back to center, bring it back up, stretch. I know I said one more thing, but it's actually two because we have to do both sides. Sorry, I lied. All right, now for real, last thing here. All right, sit it up, feet planted, knees in line with your heels, knees in line with your hips, arms out, either hinge or find your C curve, whichever is right for your body, twist right, and pulse there. Exhale, pulse, inhale, back to start. Small little movement. If someone were to walk by and see you, they wouldn't think you're doing a lot of work, but I'm sure you know that you are. My abs are shaking, working hard. I hope yours are too. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Hold, lift and lower those arms for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Back to center. Bring it back up. Whew. All right, find that butterfly, stretch it out. We have 1 set left, and then we are cooling down and stretching. Or should I say 1 movement left, 1 set of movement left. All right, so this set, it's different than what we just did, but starts the same way. We're gonna work on our teaser a little bit. So teaser is technically a full body exercise, but our abs are nice and warm. We're going to see if we can find some teaser here. So go ahead and bring those arms out. Roll back, find your C curve or hinge back if C curve's not in your body. Hold here, abs are working hard. And then we'll bring just the left leg into tabletop. Bring it back down. Just the right leg, bring it back down. And if you need to grab the backs of the legs here, that's totally fine. Go for it. But try not to really pull on the legs. Use it just for balance, a little bit of support. Option to stay here. Or if you're just holding here, hands on your legs or out, that's fine too. Pick your challenge. Or option to bring their left leg into tabletop. Right leg meets it. Hold there. Hold, hold, hold. If you're shaking, that's fantastic. That's what I want. Option to stay here, or try straightening one leg at a time, or option to straighten one leg, bring the other to meet it, hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Hard work is over. Cooling down and stretching now. Bring it forward for a butterfly stretch. So soles of the feet come together, knees out wide. This can be as tight or as big as you need it to be. So feet can be out here, can be in nice and tight. Knees can be up here or down here. Just want you to find your stretch. If it feels good, push on those knees. You can try and grab your feet or your ankles and push on the knees with your elbows. I'd like you to make contact with your legs in some way. So if you're just grabbing onto the shins, that's fine too. Grab onto whatever feels accessible to you. If it feels good, hinge it forward. But I don't want you to round. I don't want this. I want you to bring that chest forward towards your feet as much as feels good in your body today. Inhale to hold. Exhale to see if you can find a deeper stretch here. Good job. Release that low back. A little bit of an inner thigh stretch here. Bring it back up. And then we'll go ahead and lie down on our mat. Hug the knees into your chest, rock side to side. Give yourself a big hug. Hug the right knee into your chest. Left leg goes long. You can grab onto the shin or back of the thigh. Whatever feels good, whatever feels accessible to you today. Really hug that knee in and switch. Hug the left knee in, right leg goes around long. And then hug both knees in. We'll do one more spinal twist. So go ahead and drop the knees to the right, head looks to the left, arms come to a T. And go ahead and inhale, center, exhale, switch. And inhale back to center. And then we'll go ahead and come to seated, however you need to get there. Use your arms if you need. Just how we started. So sits bones planted on that mat. Crisscross applesauce, legs out in front, whatever feels good in your body here. We'll go ahead and find a mermaid. So we'll go ahead and find those sits bones anchored evenly, arms out to a T. Exhale, slide the rib cage over to the right. Right hand finds the mat. Left arm comes up and over, keeping everything square to the wall in front of you. And go ahead and inhale back to center. Exhale, slide over to the left. Left hand finds the mat. Right hand comes up and over. Really think about pulling that right shoulder back. Right hip is still anchored down on that mat. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, one more, each direction. Hold here, big inhales, big exhales. Heart rate should be starting to come down. And bring it back to center. Exhale, slide to the left. Left hand finds the mat. Right hand comes up and over. And back to center. Drop those hands to your knees or to your ribs. Go ahead and close your eyes. A few more deep breaths. Big inhale through the nose, filling up those lungs, feeling those ribs expand. Exhaling it all out, feeling those ribs contract. Thank your body for all the hard work it did for you today. Even if you were short on time, you squeezed in an ab workout, or you tacked this on to another workout you're doing today. You did something for you so you can be the best version of yourself for everyone around you. One more big inhale, biggest inhale of your day. Fill those lungs up, up, up until you can't inhale anymore. And exhale it all out until you can't exhale anymore. Go ahead and inhale the arms up one more time. Interlace those fingers, really stretch it up towards the sky. And exhale, slowly drop those arms. And you are all done. Good work today. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe here on YouTube. Any feedback, I'm happy to hear it. Please drop it in the comments or contact me directly, either by email or in my Instagram messages. And again, if you liked what you saw here, make sure that you follow me on TikTok, and Instagram, Pilates with Juliana. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.